Dudes Who Bet Sports.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Dudes Who Bet Sports. Back to kick it off here on a Thursday. Big shows coming up. The return of the Magic Mike show. That's going to happen this week or this weekend as well. So, today, honestly. So, yeah, going to be a good time on the channel as always. I thought we'd just start off quickly because we talked about it. Let's talk about the Rebel real quick before we get on to basketball and hockey today. I thought that was one of the more exciting Rebel finishes we've had in a long time. What were your thoughts on the race?
Well, yeah, you had one of the horses involved, and it looked like he was going to get beat right at the end. I think we saw a new contender, I guess you would say, on the Kentucky Derby Trail. He ran very, very well. You got to think he's going to move on from that. Yep. Probably will run in the Derby, the Arkansas Derby, right?
I hope so.
There's no guarantee with Pletcher what he's going to do because he's not stationed at Oakland, so he may have the signs somewhere else, like maybe the Florida Derby, right? No, that would be too quick.
It could be anywhere with him.
Yeah, with him.
Yeah. As far as the second place finisher goes, I'll talk about him when we talk about the Arkansas Derby. He's interesting because he is a very throwback old school horse with an old school trainer, Mark Casse. Yeah. He's going to run in all four. If, everything goes right, he'll be in the Arkansas Derby. I told Jared this last week. I said, when Dwayne Lucas passed away, it just kind of felt like, boy, what's going to happen at Oakland?
Right.
Mark Casse is that guy.
He just stepped right in, didn't he?
He is now the guy that's doing the same stuff that Lucas would have done. And I can't help but start becoming a big time fan of this guy after this meet.
I know. The thing, and he's always has a few horses there, but not like this year, right?
Yeah, it feels like more for sure. Yeah.
It does. It is more.
Yeah.
It's his whole stable pretty much. It's there.
Yeah.
He's never done that. It's like he said, well, Dwayne's gone now. I've got an opening. I'm going to come to Oakland. It's almost like I'm sure that's not it, but it's kind of, it looks like it.
Yeah.
And then this horse, oh, what an impressive run he made.
Yeah.
So he's definitely in the Derby for sure. He'll run.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what else comes in there. I guess what Baffert will do, I don't know.
It sounds like Litmus Test is coming back. I don't know. He probably will run a little better, but I at this point, I'm not sure how good he is.
I'm not either.
Yeah, it's really interesting, the Casse thing.
It is.
And what I think class president proved, look, I think if Silent Tactic was going to beat him, I kind of thought that was the day. Kind of felt like he should have won that race. So I don't know if he's as good as class president, but that horse he kind of reminds me of a Lucas horse in a way. He's just honest. Like every time he shows up and you know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wanted to bring him up because I'm really beginning. I've always kind of liked Mark Casse, but I've really started to, I don't know if appreciate him the right word or just I root for him now, anyway.
He's having a fabulous meet.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's probably pretty glad he came to Oakland.
Yeah.
And he's probably a favorite down there now too. So because they latch on to people like that. And
for sure.
Seems like a good guy.
Yep.
And with Asmussen down a little bit this go around, he's kind of become the star of the meet when you get right down to it.
Yeah, he really has for sure. So we'll see him back. Like I said, we don't really know on class president, and he was pretty non-committal like he always is about where horses are going to run next. But I thought he was, to get to him, he was, I thought he was beat. And so for him to win, that was huge. And
he just reached down and, what was that, his third race?
Just his third race. First time going long.
Yeah.
Definitely
think he's gonna improve from that.
Definitely felt like he got past and he was going to lose, and for him to re-rally, that was really impressive. Yeah,
he's going to build off that. You got to think.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. He will for sure. All right, let's get into the basketball now. I just wanted to mention that that was a fun Rebel. We've had a I don't know. We've had some Rebels I think were just okay. That felt like a really good
That
one.
was a good one. Well, and the Southwest was a dud when you get right down to it.
Yeah.
So finally, we had a couple of horses that looked like really good horses. And like you said last week, it's always March before Oakland really gets going.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been that way.
Yeah.
The better horses come in there late.
Yep. And now, like this weekend, you've got Cassie running his big filly and the Azeri, and it's starting to feel like Oakland for sure.
Well, then you've got the Apple Blossom coming up with nitrogen, and then if Sovereignty shows up for the big one.
Yeah, and that's a big developing story that I sure hope he does, because man,
that's not be awesome if he shows up.
That's going to be the biggest day of the meet if that happens. In my opinion.
Why wouldn't he? I mean, the purse is right.
Yeah, I think everything's right. I think Mott wants to run there, and I think that's the most important thing. But yeah, I really hope that happens.
You ever notice those when they do run those 4-year-olds? They do like to send them to Oakland.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's kind of a destination for them, I think. It's a track fits them and all that, and they're fit, and the schedule works out. You see a lot of them end up there late in the year, late in the spring.
You do for sure. We've seen a lot of fillies over the years, and males as well come for that. So
yeah, really cool. Before we get into basketball, is there anything any dumber than the NFL Combine?
No. Well, explain why. No, but why are you saying that?
It has become a circus.
Yeah. These
idiots that follow the NFL. Okay, this Caleb Downs dude, I don't follow this combine shit at all. Mm-hmm. He was supposed to be the greatest thing ever coming, defensively. I guess he didn't test real well. His speed and all that didn't go real well.
I have no idea.
Okay, well, I was just listening to this yesterday, and they kind of downgraded him a little bit.
Okay.
But the results on the field, I mean, he played at Ohio State.
Right.
Isn't that good enough?
Yeah.
If he's dominating college football as a defensive player at Ohio State, I would think he wouldn't even have to go to the combine.
Well, yeah. I don't watch it, have no idea.
No, me neither. I didn't know anything about it either because I don't watch it either.
The one thing I'll say is it usually usually is ridiculous that you come out of it and you hear about a guy. It's usually a quarterback, and it's like, well, I watched that guy and he wasn't very good.
Right.
Thinking about Anthony Richardson.
No, his speed, his size, his arm strength, all that tests off the charts. So suddenly he's an NFL quarterback.
Right. Yeah.
Now, the smart guys are like Mendoza. He didn't go.
Yeah, and that's a growing trend, I feel like.
It is. Because all he can do is hurt himself by going.
Yep.
Because he's a solid pick for the number one choice. Why would he go?
Yeah.
And put himself through this scrutiny.
Right.
By these fools. Anyway, and then now, if you're a fringe guy, like I know you haven't been keeping up with it, but some of the OU guys that were fringe type guys.
Yeah, you have to go.
They tested off the charts.
Yeah.
Deion Brooks wowed him.
Yeah.
He was a wide receiver that was underused at OU this year.
Mm-hmm.
When they did use him, he always did something, but they just didn't use him much for whatever reason.
Right.
Jared Canick was off the charts.
Yeah.
And you and I watched. I don't think either one of them are pro football players to you.
No, I don't. No.
They're great players, but
I would not call them great in any way, shape, or form. Even in college, I wouldn't call them great.
No. And now the other thing that's so dumb, and again, I don't know if you follow. I just listen to some of this stuff while I'm doing some work. Mm-hmm. This thing with that tackle in the Super Bowl that got abused by Seattle's.
Oh, yeah.
Because his arms are too short.
No, is that? Yeah.
So now, because of the media, the sports media, which is ridiculously stupid, they made a big deal out of this. So now it's become you can't get drafted as an offensive lineman if your arms are too short.
Yeah.
And they're totally forgetting the fact that this kid was hurt.
Yeah.
He was hurt.
Yeah.
he was a high draft choice. He had played okay, but he was hurt going into the Super Bowl, and he was
Right.
going up against a damn good football player. So now you look at their arms. If their arms are a little too short, I don't know whether we ought to pick him or not.
Yeah, and that's trends in the NFL that happen. I
It
mean,
is.
that's what happens in the NFL. They
Yep.
get locked into something, and that's
They
kind of
do.
that. Yeah,
And the NFL's just got everybody's attention all year long.
yeah.
It
Well, that's
really
it. The
does.
NFL's a year-round thing now.
It is.
Like that's just it.
The
That's
combine, who cares? And it's just
yeah.
that was on ESPN a lot, I guess.
Well, the
Coverage
thing
of
is,
it.
you keep saying who cares? A ton of people care.
I know they do. They
That's
follow
the
it.
thing.
And
Yeah.
this draft's coming up, and oh my God, people get involved in that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
The NFL has done an unbelievable job at becoming a year-round thing.
it has. It
And
has. Anyway,
yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It is definitely
I
funny.
tell you what, they promote themselves.
Yeah.
They're the best. They're the
Yep.
best at
Yep.
promoting themselves.
They really are. And they, with the fantasy football, they got people
Yeah.
that don't really follow football. They're into
That's
it now because they've got a team and they like to, so
Yeah, they're fantastic.
yeah. All right.
Okay.
Let's get to college basketball
All right.
here. Kelvin Sampson going to Gallagher Iba with Houston this weekend.
He's been there a few times.
He's been there a few times. He's won a few big games there for sure.
Yeah.
This Oklahoma State program as a whole just continues to not be great.
Right.
11 a.m. on a Saturday. Is there any chance for an upset here?
Well, I watched Houston last night. You probably were watching hockey.
Yes.
And I thought Kellen Sam's going to have a heart attack last night. They were behind the whole game.
Yeah.
Against Baylor.
Yeah, I was following the score.
Yeah, and then the score ended up 77-64, but that was a 1 or 2 point game.
Yeah.
And they haven't been playing very well. They lost 3 in a row there a couple of weeks ago. And he was just, and it was senior night.
Mm-hmm.
He was berserk.
Well, Baylor is not a good team.
No. And what is he? Kelvin's got to be 70, maybe older.
Yeah, he's fairly
He's
old.
been around a long time.
Yeah, he has.
And he's going crazy. I thought he was going to have a stroke over there. You know how he is. He's nuts anyway.
Yeah.
And anyway, I don't think this Houston team's that good.
Yeah.
I mean, they're good, but they're not. Could they lose this game? Absolutely.
Yeah.
They could. I don't think they will, but they could.
I don't know. I think they might. I don't know though. I have watched a little bit of Oklahoma State, and they are devoid of talent. They just don't have those big time players.
Yeah.
Or just one really. So
and they've lost in there quite a bit this year. So.
Yeah, it's not what it used to be. That's for sure.
I would look at that. You can get him for $9.
And that's
unbelievable.
Yeah, so I would have to go Houston. I don't know what the point spread will be though. I wouldn't play him with a lot.
Yeah, you got to watch that point spread. It's probably going to be 8 or 9.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know if I'd play him.
No, I don't think I would either. Not the way they're playing.
Virginia Tech and Virginia. This game's at Virginia. Is there anything to go over here?
It's a big time rivalry, but it's at Virginia.
Yeah.
Better watch that point spread. It may be up there around 9 or 10.
Yeah.
I think Tech will play them close. So I think it depends on what that spread is. I think you got to stay away from it.
Arkansas and Missouri, a huge rivalry game here. Arkansas looked really good last night.
Yes,
I thought
they did.
Arkansas can look really good.
Yes, they can.
Like we can make a run really good at times. Missouri, I tend to lean Arkansas here. I don't think this Missouri team's that good. I think they've been lucky a couple times in some games. But what do you think, though? Does Missouri get them here?
Arkansas is a different team on the road.
Yeah, they don't play well on the road, but sometimes they do. Like the Alabama game, I thought they played pretty well. I know they lost, but
they did.
I don't know. I'm Missouri probably makes the tournament, and they probably deserve to. I just don't love this team overall.
No, and here's the thing with Arkansas. when they go up against somebody that's strong inside, they cannot beat them.
That's the Yeah, that's a
And
huge problem.
I don't think Missouri is.
I don't either.
So, the other day they went to where was it? They just got hammered here a week or so ago.
Florida.
Yes, they went to
Florida.
Florida.
Murdered them. Yeah.
They just slaughtered them.
Yeah.
Because Florida is physical.
Well, we'll talk about them in a minute, but they look really good to me. But
they're pounding people.
Yeah.
Again, we're gonna have to look at the spread. If it's like 2 or 3, I think you take Arkansas.
Yeah.
And I think that spread will be fairly low in that.
Yeah, I would think so. I wouldn't think it's over 4. I don't think.
I don't think so either. And Missouri's got a really good home court. I mean, that their fan base for basketball, I would think they would sell that out for that game.
Yeah,
because it's a rival,
right?
And I think they would sell it out. So I think it'll be nuts in there. It'll be hard for Arkansas to go up there and beat them. But I got to look at the line. It may be less than. It may be 2.
Well, I mean, again, I just kind of lean Arkansas.
After you watched them last night, my goodness, they just destroyed Texas.
Well, but it's like you said, you can watch them and they look like that, and then you can watch them and you go, boy, they may not be that good.
You saw Florida annihilate them.
The one thing about it, it's just one of those things for me. When I look at what Calipari's done so far. Last year, I didn't think they had very good players. Right. You know what I mean? Like they were just kind of okay.
Yeah.
This year, these guys are studs that he's.
Oh my God, they can shoot it. Yeah.
And so I think their upside is a lot higher than last year. And listen, this is a team that went to the Sweet 16 last year.
I think they are capable of doing that. It depends on where they end up. What region they're in, and if there's a team that's got size inside, they're going to be in some trouble.
Yeah.
So they're probably looking at a 4 or 5 maybe seed.
I would think so. Yeah.
Let's see. 4 would be top 16. 5 would be I don't know.
4 or 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5 I think is where they're sitting.
Yeah.
And so, it depends on who they have to come up against.
Yeah. Last year it was St. John's that they beat. And I think, look, I think that's the type of team they want to run up against again.
Well, let's look down here. Let's see, just hypothetically, let's say Iowa State, which is not the number 6 team in the country. That's ridiculous.
Right.
Let's say they get them.
I think they'd beat them.
They would beat that's the kind of team they can beat.
I hate to say that, but because Paul's an Iowa State fan, a good buddy of mine. I think Arkansas would beat them. I've watched Arkansas a lot. I've watched Iowa State a lot. Mm-hmm. This Arkansas team is incredibly athletic. They guard absolutely nobody, and so that's
the truth.
And Iowa State can lock down and play.
They can.
So it would be interesting. But yeah, I mean, I think
there's going to be some fantastic matchups.
Oh yeah,
there's no doubt about it.
Yeah. All right. One game that's not is the UConn Marquette.
Right.
Not great.
No.
You talked about it. Some of these smaller basketball schools that used to be really, really good year in and year out, they're not anymore.
Yeah, and you got to think it's NIL. You have to.
Marquette definitely one of them.
Yeah,
so not much to talk about here, right?
No, unless UConn is just not ready.
Right.
And they're still going to win.
Yes, exactly.
But that spread's going to be up there 15, 16 points.
Yeah, you may not want to play.
No,
the spread.
That's the thing. So tough.
Yeah. Arizona State and Iowa State. I have not seen Arizona State one time this year, not going to lie. I haven't seen Arizona State one time this year. Iowa State, like you said, they're struggling right now. Mm-hmm. They're going to win this game. Let's talk overall Iowa State. Are you kind of sound like you're down on them a little?
They're slipping.
Yeah.
They were like 18-1, something like that. Look what their record is now. They've lost 6 games in the Big 12.
I know.
Arizona State beat Kansas the other night.
I know.
They're dangerous.
But Kansas is
Kansas has got some issues.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll get to them in a second, but
yeah.
Yeah,
I think Iowa State will win, but this could be a toughie. This is the last game before you're going into the Big 12 tournament.
Yeah.
I don't know what – I mean, they've lost 6. I don't know what the seeding is right now in the Big – that would be the only thing they're playing for.
Yeah.
Maybe get into the top 4 so they get a double bye or whatever it is, which I don't think is that important. But anyway, I don't know. You want to sit there till Friday and watch all these other teams play, then you finally get out there.
Right.
You might want to get 1 bye, but I don't know about 2. But anyway, I think they win. But that line may be 10. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I would stay away from them. And as far as
right now, they're sketchy.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. All right, let's go to, like you mentioned, a Kansas team and Jekyll and Hyde there, as the commenter says. They are just sporadically.
They are
crazy. Kansas State is just a disaster, though. So
they are.
This isn't any kind of thing, but can you really trust this Kansas team in the tournament? As the question.
No.
Oh.
They were coming on, and I thought they were getting ready to make a big time run.
They seemed like it.
Yes, and then they've slumped off and lost some games. Arizona State's not bad, and that's a tough trip, but they weren't in the game.
That has happened to them a lot.
Well,
you watch a game and you go, God damn, they're down 20 points.
I know. And losing by 14 at home to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
That's unheard of.
No, they have big problems.
They got some issues.
Yeah.
And K-State, this will be the game of the year for them. They're not going to beat them. But they may give it everything they've got. And Kansas may not. You just don't know what they're going to do. They're undependable right now.
Yeah. I just wonder with Kansas, Self is kind of, he's had health issues.
He has.
It feels like their star player, you never know when he's going to play.
No, he's in and out. You wonder about that.
Yeah, I guess what I'm getting at, do you think there's like chemistry issues?
I think there is.
Yeah.
I think there is.
I don't know.
He may be one of those that the rest of the team says he's not hurt. He needs to get out there.
Yeah.
And he may not be playing because he doesn't want to get hurt. He's he's a one and done guy.
Yeah.
So you never know what's going on there.
But does he focus for the tournament and then all of a sudden?
That's right.
That's what I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here with them. They feel very strange to me because I'm with you. I've watched them at times when I go, they're pretty good.
Yep.
I'm not sure like best team in the country type good, but they're pretty good. And then I watch them sometimes and I don't think they should be in the tournament.
No, they've lost 9 games.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think you'll get a read on them. They're probably going to win this game. And then we'll see what they do in the Big 12 tournament.
Yeah.
Because I think that's at Kansas City again.
Yep, it is.
If they don't play well up there, that's a red flag.
That's definitely a red flag for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the Louisville Cardinals now, taking on Miami. I think I don't like this Louisville team. I hope Dennis isn't listening. I don't think they're very good.
They're trending.
I really don't.
No, I think they've been a disappointment.
Yeah.
And Miami is underrated.
Yes.
They went to SMU, and SMU was playing for their lives last night.
Miami handled them.
Yeah. And they've done this 2 or 3 times, and Vegas doesn't like them.
No.
SMU was favored last night.
Yep.
And they're 24-6.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're good. Yep. So I like them to win this one.
I think they handle them.
I do too.
I really don't. I listen. I've watched Louisville a lot, and something's missing there. I don't know what it is. I do not like that team very well.
No, it's going to be interesting to see what Vegas we'll notice by the line if they're starting to trend to where they like them.
Yeah,
because if that line is above 6 in this game, then I think that shows us that Vegas is starting to get with them a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. All right, Vanderbilt and Tennessee here next.
Oh, this is a good one.
A good game. I lean Tennessee in this spot. They've been a little bit inconsistent. I think their best basketball is better than Vanderbilt's. but a really good game and another
It
big
is.
rivalry game.
Oh yeah. Well, they went into Nashville and beat them a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, and we said they would do that,
but they haven't played well since.
They haven't. They're kind of like Kansas in a way. I don't
They
think
are.
sides there, but sometimes you turn on Tennessee and you're like, they're pretty good, and then sometimes they're just awful.
That's right.
And I think we're going to have to get used to this in college athletics as a whole.
Oh, I do too.
Especially for the money sports. I just don't think these guys, with the money they're making and the way they treat them, I don't think they can bring it every night.
You're probably right. Yeah, that's right. We haven't had time to get into the psyche of these guys that are making this kind of money.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, I do think they win this game.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised though if Vanderbilt beats them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's keep going. This is the game I'm most excited for.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And here's why. Kentucky fighting for their life. I think they'll get in, but they need to win.
They do. If they win, they're in. It's that simple.
I don't think a loss knocks them out, but this is it's Rupp Arena. It's Kentucky. They're hosting a team in Florida. I think this team can win the national championship again.
I do too.
You watch them early in the season; they were bad, but for their standards, but they have been lights out for a couple months now. I feel but this is, to me, is the ultimate trap. Like you said, last game before the SEC tournament, Kentucky really, really needs it. Florida, it doesn't. They're the number one seed in that tournament. It doesn't matter.
Makes no difference.
I guess maybe if you win this, you got a better chance to get the number one seed. Get a number one seed, I should say. So, what do you think happens here? I think this is fascinating.
The only thing they're playing for is to lock in a number one seed in the big dance. That's it. They're not playing for anything else. They don't have to win the SEC tournament.
Right.
But when you go into Rupp Arena and that place is jammed to the rafters, your competitiveness is going to come out, I think.
Yeah.
And I think because it's Kentucky, they're going to be ready. I do. Yeah. Unless, they're not pointing to it. They may be going, oh, let's go get this one over with. I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. Because you don't want to lose. You don't, as a coach, you never want to lose. And it's not going to bother you a whole lot if you do, but you don't want any negativity. You don't want anything negative. You got this roll going. Let's go ahead and win it. Keep this momentum going. Because if you do lose, the backlash is, we got a problem here. We got a problem there.
Right. There's always something. Yeah.
Yeah. You just lost a freaking game and it's not that big a deal. And then basketball, you can lose anytime.
Oh, yeah.
So you want to win it as a coach. You don't ever want to lose one, even though it's not going to bother you a whole lot. And it could even be expected. But because, like you say, Kentucky's playing for everything. I'm not taking Kentucky. I've seen them enough. I don't think they're that good.
Yeah.
Again, we got to look what the line is.
Yeah.
Won't that be interesting? What if Florida's like an 8-point favorite?
Yeah, I would take Kentucky if the points are there. I don't think it'll be 8.
Probably not.
Are they capable?
Huh?
Are they capable? Are they capable of beating?
I don't think they are. If Florida's at their best, no.
Yeah. All right.
I don't think they're that good.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it'll be very interesting to see what
they're probably what their record is, 19-11.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I just think it's be a good game. I lean Kentucky if the points are enough, I guess.
Yeah.
Wisconsin and Purdue. This is a sneaky good game here.
It is.
Purdue, one of those teams. At times they look good, at times they don't. That seems like that is a theme right now that we keep repeating. I like them in this spot, though. I think they get the job done here.
I do too. The only thing is Wisconsin's playing really good. And Purdue is stumbling. They've lost a couple.
Take Wisconsin. A resident Purdue fan.
Purdue guy. Well, he probably watched last night when Northwestern should have beat them.
Yeah.
And was that had to be at Northwestern, surely.
Yeah.
I think it was. I watched some of it, but I wasn't really paying. I was watching our local team.
Yep.
Paying more attention to that than I was this. But anyway, again, I'm going to look at the points. If it's 8 or 9, I'm taking Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I think they'll play them close.
Yeah.
This would be a Wisconsin would be a team that Arkansas would struggle with.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah,
I take Purdue. I think they'll play better.
You got to take them at home.
Yeah, I'm not going to be negative. I think they'll play better. I think they'll win. So give me Purdue.
Yeah, I guess just kind of looking at the records, I haven't really looked at the seeding in these tournaments or anything. With 13-6, I'd say they're going to be a 4. Because you got Michigan will be, I think they've won the conference. I'm guessing. Michigan State's probably ahead of Purdue. Nebraska might be.
I think they probably are.
Yeah, so this could be for a 4 seed. And when's the last time Purdue's been a 4 seed?
Yeah, they're kind of
Big Ten tournament.
Yeah. That's
23-7 is kind of a down year for Purdue.
Well, I think that is good. 5
it's very good. Yes.
There you go. Yeah,
5 seed unless Nebraska loses. Okay.
Yeah, I still think they're doing just fine. I'm not.
Well, yeah, I think a lot of teams would take 23-7.
Yes. St. Louis taking on George Mason. St. Louis is they've fallen a little bit. They go on the road, take on George Mason. I lean George Mason in this game.
This is going to be a big one for the Billikens. They need it. Yeah. Lost in all of this. The Atlantic 10 is pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You got George Mason's 122, Virginia Commonwealth's up there with about 23, 24 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Davidson's always good in that conference.
Yep.
Dayton's in that conference. They're traditionally, it's a good league.
Yeah, it is.
And again, the Billikens, if say they win this one and they win a couple in the A10 tournament,
mm-hmm.
and they get to 30 wins and they don't get in the tournament.
Totally. They're in the tournament.
You think? I don't know.
The Billikens are in the tournament.
Well, what if they lose this game and lose the first round of the?
Well, then they may not be, but
they still got some work to do. So
they're in.
Well, they should be.
They're in.
If they win a couple more, I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're in.
I hope you're right.
They're in. I'm not worried about them. I think they're going to make it. Now, your Miami of Ohio.
We'll talk about them in a minute.
Situation. Yeah, that's right. We got them coming up here.
Yeah.
North Carolina and Duke. North Carolina won the first one. There's no way I would take North Carolina this time. No way. I think Duke gets big time revenge in this game.
Duke is much better.
Yeah. They're number 1 in the country, and they went up and won that game, that Michigan neutral court game. Yep. I mean,
they'll beat them. Look at the tickets.
Yeah. $1,936. There's no way that's great. There's no way that's accurate.
No,
I'll click on that. Here in a second, I'll click on that. Okay, Auburn and Alabama. Auburn is fighting for their tournament lives.
That is so dumb.
Yeah, there's no way they should be in it.
No.
Alabama, though, I think is a lot better. I think Alabama, when they play well, is about as good as anybody. Yeah. I think they dominate.
They're going to kill them.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
2 to go here. Texas Tech goes on the road to take on BYU. We were talking about when they went, I think it was West Virginia, and they got beat, and we thought they would. Talk about BYU. Mm-hmm. Tech, they've played still pretty well. They did lose the other night, but they've played pretty well without their best player. I still like Texas Tech to go here and beat BYU. What about you?
I think so too.
Yeah, I don't
think BYU is a tournament team. I don't.
I'm not high. No, I'm not high on them at all.
If they lose this game, they're going to be 8-10 in the Big 12.
Yeah.
I think it's a must-win for them.
You're probably right.
They do have a name, though. BYU's always in the tournament, seems like.
Well, and they were ranked for
and they're not, 20 wins is nothing to sneeze at.
No.
But, there's a big difference between a 20-10 BYU and a 16-14 Auburn.
Yes.
If you're only 2 games above 500 and you're still being considered for the tournament, that is a joke.
Yes, I agree.
So anyway, I think it's a big game for them. TCU beat Texas Tech this week. TCU is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
They beat them at home too. They beat them at Tech, but
yeah,
maybe it's starting to catch. The only thing is losing your star player, you play on emotion and guts for a while, and then it kind of starts getting to you a little. So
yeah, that's
how
the
that
thing about it.
works.
Yes, you're not wrong. You're not wrong
that's
there
how
at
that
all.
worked. They went to Iowa State and beat Iowa State and Hilton.
Yep.
Without him.
Yep.
You got to think they're going to go to Provo and beat a BYU
Yep.
team that's not as good as Iowa State. So.
Yep. I agree with you.
Yep.
All right. Arizona and Colorado to end it here.
Yep.
When does Miami of Ohio play? Do they play Friday?
I think they play Friday. They usually.
Okay, we'll go to Fridays
they
after
may
this.
play on a Sunday too.
We'll play Friday. We'll look and make sure on that because you didn't want to talk about those. But Arizona and Colorado. So here's what's interesting. It felt like Arizona was maybe kind of, I wouldn't say come down to earth, but it felt like, well, maybe Iowa State and Kansas and Houston, they're the best teams. And Arizona has proven that to be dead wrong. They have been fantastic since losing a couple games. I think them and Duke I know they're ranked 1-2, and so that's not really saying anything, but I think they're very good.
They are very good.
Yeah.
This is just a game they could stump their toe.
Mm-hmm.
Colorado's not bad at home, especially. And what's Arizona got to play for?
Right.
Yeah. I think they've got the number 1 seed in the conference tournament sewed up because Houston's lost a few games. So, and then Kansas and Iowa State have been losing. Everybody's been losing. So, they got nothing to play for in this game. So that would be the only thing to look at. And if that point spread is sky high, you might want to look at that. But no reason to pick Colorado. I can't think of any.
No, me neither. All right, let's go. We'll go Friday. Click on this here. Let's load it for us. Yeah, there's Miami of Ohio. So St. John Seton Hall. Let's do that one real quick.
Okay.
Because it's at Seton Hall. Do you think
it is
a little upset there?
But Seton Hall had a very weak non-conference schedule, and they went 10-1.
Yeah,
they got in the Big East, and they're 10-9.
Yeah,
so their record is misleading.
Yeah.
I think St. John's has got the. I don't know. UConn may have lost 2 games, and this may be for the number. They may need to be focused in this game.
I'm trying to think. UConn got upset.
They may have lost a couple in the Big East.
They've only lost 1.
They have? Okay.
Yeah.
And they've beat St. John's twice, I think. So this is St. John's probably got the 2 seed.
Yeah.
Probably means nothing to them. They may be playing, they're one of those teams that could get a number 2 overall seed in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a 3 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So that would hurt them if they lost this game. I'm trying to figure out if they're going to be focused.
Yeah.
And Patino's the coach. I got to think they're going to be focused.
I would think so. Yeah.
He doesn't like to lose.
No.
So I think he'll have them focused.
Okay. Then Miami of Ohio now 30-0. They take on Ohio. They're 5.5-point favorites in this game. It's like Mackie Man says they win by 2 every time.
Yeah, they're starting to feel the pressure.
Yeah, for sure.
I watched them the other night. They were at Western Michigan, and Western Michigan had won like 9 or 10. And I watched the whole game because I like to watch them. Like I like to watch Miami, and Western Michigan was just bombing threes from everywhere.
Yeah,
it was a game that they were playing out of their heads.
Yeah.
And Miami was staying with them. And then they made a little run and got the lead and won. Now, I didn't see the game. They were at home against, I think it was Toledo the other night. And they only won by 2. And I didn't see that game. I don't know what the heck I was doing, but I didn't see that game. So they're feeling it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you right now, they're not going to win that tournament. They're just not.
You don't think so? You think somebody's going to beat them?
Well, you got Akron's won 25 games,
Yeah. Yeah.
and Miami's beat them twice.
Right. Yeah. You got to beat them 3 times. Yeah.
Kent State has won 22 games. That league is not awful.
Yeah. What?
And they're going to feel the pressure. And okay, let's say they win tomorrow night, 31-0. And let's say they get to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
And they probably get a bye, so I don't know whether they'll have to play. Surely they'd have to play 2 games to get to the finals.
Yeah, I do not know the structure of the MAC
I don't
tournament.
either.
But yes, I would think you're gonna have
So
to
let's
play
say they just play one and they're 30 and they win, they're 32-0,
Yeah.
and then Akron beats them. And then Akron will have 27, 28 wins.
Yeah. Yeah.
This would be the biggest crime of all time if they don't get in.
I-
And they're a bubble team.
I just don't see in reality that
I don't
happening.
either.
I think it's just something that, you know, people
They're
talk
just-
about, but I think they're in.
And it doesn't matter who they've played. It doesn't matter.
No, if you
Wouldn't
win
you
every
wanna
game
see
but
them?
one,
Huh?
if you win every game but one, you're in.
You got to be in. What do we
Yeah.
even have the tournament for?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
What-
You know, we did go through, and I see partly. I'm not saying I agree with people, but I see
Yeah.
partly they
Well, I
really
do too.
they don't have a great win.
Well, they don't. But you show me anybody else who's undefeated. There isn't.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
When you go through, it's a standard 18 3-round tournament. Okay.
So yeah.
thanks.
So I guess what they do in the MAC, you have to qualify for the
I guess you
tournament.
do.
You don't
Yeah.
automatically get in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll play 3 games.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So
they
you-
win 2 of them.
Okay. So that would be 33-1.
33 wins.
Right. If they win,
No
and
one
win two.
else
Yeah.
go. And it's not where they are 17-0 and the second place team is like 10-9.
Right.
It's not like they're just totally dominant over the league.
Right.
It's a decent league. No one else has done this in the entire college basketball
Right.
schedule.
Right.
Probably in D2 or anywhere
I
else.
was gonna say, yeah, yeah.
And if there's somehow, say they lose tomorrow night, and then they lose in the tournament, they'll have 2 losses. They still should get in.
Yeah, they should.
I mean, no one's done this.
I think the fact they're ranked number 19 tells you they're getting in. Like,
I think so too.
I don't think it's a thing.
I
that-
think some of these
matters.
clowns that do this talk, they just want to have some controversy.
yeah. It's a great story.
It is.
Now, you know, they're kind of a fun team to follow now that they, you know, the last couple of weeks, it's fun.
Just think if they somehow could get in there undefeated,
It'd be amazing. Yeah.
everybody would watch that first game, wouldn't
Oh
they?
yeah. 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 Well, if they win here, that's 31, and then
Yeah.
they could win the conference tournament. That's 34.
And who cares if they get in and get beat?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's going to knock the committee?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, come on.
34-0 if they could win out, and you know,
But I've watched them. I've watched them a lot, and I can see them tightening up a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
because they got to be hearing it.
Oh yeah.
It
Yeah.
is so hard to win every night.
Yeah. They're a story. There's no doubt. They're definitely
are.
a story now.
I mean, they're just so. There's so many things that go into winning a basketball game.
No, there is.
It's the hardest thing to do to go to undefeated.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could, like, say in basketball, especially when you go on the road, you can lose to almost anybody. You know?
can.
So,
It's tough.
let's do the Sunday games just real quick.
Okay. I
Because
can't believe they're playing on a Sunday with the tournament starting.
yeah, Big Ten does that.
Yeah, they do.
We've got Illinois, Maryland. That doesn't seem like much. We can skip over that one.
Yeah.
Michigan
Oh
State,
man.
Michigan. That's a hell of a game. Yeah, and Dan said, you know, definitely tightening up. Got to bet against them to cover. So
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
take Ohio. I have not watched 1 second of Ohio this year, but you know, plus
That would be
5.5 at
very-
home. Take them maybe. Yeah.
Well, and you know, if Ohio has any fans that care about it, they're going to be there for that
Oh, yeah.
one. So
Yeah, I think that's the other thing. When you're undefeated, even if you don't really care, you go, well, I'll go watch and
Yeah, I want to go see them.
we'll
Yeah,
see what happens. Yeah, and yeah. So anyway, all right, yeah, Michigan State. I mean, obviously the game's at Michigan, and that
yeah.
is a big help. This is the type of game I think Michigan State can keep close, though.
Too.
What do you think of this game?
Michigan's got the number 1 seed locked up.
Yeah.
Michigan State's going to come in there and they got nothing to lose. And if they could go in there and beat Michigan, they're going to be at number 2 probably
Mm-hmm.
in the tournament. They're playing really well right now too. Yeah, I'm going to be interested in what the line is. I don't think that line will be very high.
Let me ask you this: are you surprised that a guy like Tom Izzo
Yes,
is still having success in this kind of era?
I am. But
He to me is one of those guys that you would think would not love
I would
what's
too.
happening.
I would too. You know, it's also interesting too. They have dropped off the face of the map in football.
Yep.
So that tells me their NIL money is going to basketball.
It seems that way.
It seems that way, doesn't it?
Yes, football is it is beyond bad. Now they've made some weird decisions.
They have.
But it's bad. And
Yeah.
We were talking about this yesterday when we were talking. Some of these schools, you would have to think they've got to make a choice. They don't have enough to go around. So it's okay, what sport are we going to focus on? And maybe that is the situation here. Yeah.
Well, you talk about Izzo. I think it's, to me, Kelvin Sampson is another one that would hate this.
Yeah. To a certain degree, I would agree. I don't view him quite like I view Izzo, but yes, yeah.
Well, he's a program builder.
Yeah. Yes, I would.
He's
agree.
a unique guy, though, that he gets really good players and makes them great.
Yes. Yeah.
But they're not overly talented.
No, his teams are never like jump off the screen at you type of talent. No.
You look at them and you go, they're not that good.
Yeah, I mean, usually his teams are like they've got 1 or 2 players that are studs, and then everybody else are kind of role players. Yeah. That'll be an interesting game though in Michigan.
It really will. That'll be a good one.
Yeah, that'll be good. And then Iowa and Nebraska.
Big rivalry.
Yeah, I mean, what's Iowa's situation? Are they in the tournament? I mean,
I don't think so.
They should be, right?
They got 20 wins.
Yeah,
they probably are. They got a winning record in the Big Ten.
Yeah,
they're still, if Nebraska blew them out and they'd lose the first round in the Big Ten tournament, they would sweat it.
I would think so.
Yeah. This will be a really good game.
Mm-hmm.
I think Nebraska at home will get them. I think they're a little better.
Yeah.
Iowa's extremely well coached and they're just Iowa's in basketball is like they are in football. They're hard to beat.
Yep.
They always win 20.
Yep.
They always do. They're always right there. I don't know how they do it up there. We ought to do a study of their athletic department.
I know.
It's pretty solid.
I know. It really is. It's crazy. Yeah, they're very consistent.
They are. Yep. Girls basketball, good every year.
Yep.
Every year.
Yep. It's crazy.
It really is. Iowa State's the same.
Yep. I know it.
They've gotten solid in football in the last few years. We'll see what happens with Campbell gone.
Yep.
And their boys basketball is always good. Their girls basketball is always good.
Yep. It's crazy.
They have no recruiting base whatsoever.
No.
Nope.
No, they find players somehow, some way. They get them.
They know what they're doing,
especially basketball. So,
yeah.
All right, that'll do it for basketball. We're gonna go very quickly. NHL just to cover it and to kind of end the show. The trade deadline is tomorrow at 2:00. It's been pretty slow so far. I was just going to go through the Saturday games and kind of give you a couple of teams that you probably need to start betting now throughout the rest of the year.
You're the expert.
So the trade deadline is going to be interesting and things are rapidly changing. There are some teams right now in the NHL that you might think hey, they're bottom dwellers that are having great seasons. And so the number one team I want to point out, the Buffalo Sabres, that's a team you need to be betting almost every night. This is a really, really good team.
Solid.
Trying to add pieces that have not officially been added yet. We'll see if what happens today or tomorrow on that. But the Sabres are a team they're really, really good. So they're usually a very good price every night. So keep an eye on the Sabres. That's a team you want to be playing if you're going to get involved with this. Another team, believe it or not, the Columbus Blue Jackets. That's a team
red hot.
They are red hot. They were underachieving. They fired their coach, and they have been on a roll ever since.
Yep.
You need to keep an eye out for the Columbus Blue Jackets. They're trying to maybe add a piece as well. We'll see what happens there. But as of right now, Columbus, the team you need to be playing. Dan, right on cue here, bet against Vancouver. They have completely quit. And I don't like to lay a goal and a half very often, but you can certain situations like last night when they're playing Carolina. Vancouver's quit. They've totally quit. So that's a team you want to go against.
What do you think about the Jets? Do you think – I mean, they're out of the playoffs probably.
Yes.
But they've underachieved.
Yes.
You think they can make any kind of a run?
Not
good enough.
I don't think they can do it. What I'll say is, so in the Western Conference, the Central Division, which is what the Blues are in, it's really good.
Yes.
And the Pacific Division is horrific. I mean, it's not good.
They could sneak in there and get an 8 if they could get going.
They could get that last wild card spot because they're chasing teams like San Jose, Seattle, Utah, teams that they match up favorably against, but they've got so much work to do. That's the problem. But I haven't jumped on the bandwagon of like, hey, I'm going to play the Jets a lot. But I've sprinkled them in every once in a while because they're playing a lot better than they were.
They are. Yeah.
So like against Vancouver, unfortunately, they're probably going to be a really, bad price where you're going to have to lay a goal and a half, but I wouldn't be afraid to do it.
Right.
Because they're motivated,
Yeah.
I would fade the Kings as much as possible down the stretch. Do not play the Kings.
See, there's a team that they could catch.
I mean, I
think
they're almost there now.
Yeah, they have 62 and Winnipeg has 58.
Yeah, so they could get them for sure. The Islanders. I would play the Islanders quite a bit down the stretch. They're a pretty darn good team.
Underrated.
Yes, I would keep an eye out for the Islanders. They did lose last night in Anaheim. The Anaheim Ducks are hot too. I would play them a lot. But the Islanders are a team I would play quite a bit. I would look for the Red Wings. I think they're playing well. They did blow a lead last night against Vegas. Thank God, go Vegas. They needed that one bad. But Detroit's still a team. They're trying to add pieces as well. I would buy in on them. So those are kind of the teams I would look for. I would kind of fade a team like the Washington Capitals. I don't think they're going to make any kind of a run. I'd be surprised.
What about the Senators?
Yeah, I'm on the fence.
They're pretty solid, but they're not good enough.
Yeah, I'm on the fence with them. I don't know what to do. I really haven't bet their games a lot.
I think they're just going to come up short.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think they're going to come up just a little bit short. Look at the standings. It's going to be interesting. They are one of the teams that are going to. I mean, what we're getting now, there's a real kind of a line between we're selling and waiting versus we're going for it. The Senators are going to try to go for it. They're only 6 points out at that last wild card.
It's a lot, though, when you got to make that up against the teams that are ahead of them.
Yeah, and I like the Blue Jackets a little bit more than the Senators. So I think, and they're 3 points ahead of them. I think Columbus they're in a better spot to make a run. I don't like the Capitals. I think Ottawa can get above them. I don't really like anything below Ottawa.
No.
I'm not as big fan of the Flyers. The Leafs have pretty much quit. The Devils, I don't think they're going to do it. And then the Panthers are done, basically.
The Panthers are? What is their issue?
Oh, injuries. Okay. Yeah, they've never had a team.
Right. So when you look at those top 8, you got I just don't see any team there fading.
No,
Boston's pretty steady.
no, I don't either. Tampa's really good. I think they're going to stick. I think the Wings are going to stick.
The only one I would
Carolina,
pick maybe is Pittsburgh, maybe fade a little.
Pittsburgh without Crosby, he's going to be out 3 to 4 more weeks.
Yeah,
which is
they may
basically
fade.
until April. I could see them falling.
Yeah, that would be my number one pick out of those 8.
Yeah, because I think the Islanders are for real.
Yeah, they've been steady all year.
Montreal, I think, is for real. I don't think they're going to fall out of the playoffs. I think that Pittsburgh spot is interesting.
Yeah, that one's interesting.
But they've really been good all season.
Oh, they have.
They've been very solid. So
what bothers me is there's 13 ties. That bothers me. I don't know why.
Oh well,
that bothers me.
Let's go down to this
division. I know what you're going for here. Yeah,
Vegas Golden Knights 14 overtime.
That bothers me.
Losses, and Minnesota has 10. Yeah, no, it bothers me too. I hate it. But it's a rule, and
you look at this league, this conference.
Yeah.
Okay, you got Colorado, Dallas, and Minnesota are dominant.
Yeah.
Everybody else is not.
No, it's very average. Yeah. Yeah.
And right now,
take Seattle, for example, who they're in the playoffs right now.
Right now, yeah.
And they lost 2 games to the Blues recently.
That's right.
And not even losses, like no points, like just
they didn't get anything, and that was 4 points. Give them those 4 points, they're all the way above Edmonton.
Yeah.
Give them 2 and they're above Edmonton.
Yeah. So these 3 spots are locked in. They might interchange, but Colorado, Dallas, Minnesota, they're locked in.
They're locked in.
The Pacific, really, anybody could win it.
It's a battle in the Pacific.
Yeah. I think the Ducks might end up, when you watch them all, they look like the best team. I don't Vegas. I watch every game they play. I'm not sold on them. I don't think I think they'll make it. I don't know if they'll win that division or not.
What about Edmonton? They're underachieving. Don't you think?
I don't like it. Well, here's the deal. I didn't like Edmonton going into last year's playoffs either, and they got to the finals. But I don't think that team's very good.
Are they just dicking around?
No, I don't think they're very good.
Okay.
Like they have no goaltending. Their defense is not great.
Well, maybe they'll get a goalie on the trade thing, and that. So they need a goalie and a defenseman.
We are now 26 hours away.
Well, that can happen today.
We have one trade today. It's a kind of a nothing deal. The Vegas Golden Knights got a 35-year-old center for their rookie goalie that's in the minors and 2 draft picks. It's a nothing trade, basically. Just they needed a center bad, and they got one. But he's not Nick Dowd. That's not going to do anything. No. There has not been one trade so far that really is going to make a difference.
Yeah,
but
weird.
Like I said,
what do you think of Utah?
I think they're okay.
They can sneak in there. Don't you
I think they're going to make it, but I don't know what they really are.
Well, you look at those teams below Seattle. Yeah. San Jose needs a pat on the back for the improvement they've made.
I really like their team, but I don't think they have goaltending problems.
Okay. The Kings are fading.
Yeah, they're not.
And then you got Nashville. They can't get over the hump.
I honestly like their team, but what you just said is accurate. They cannot. They make a little run and then they'll lose 2 or 3 in a row. I don't think they're good enough.
No, they're 27 and 26 teams, what they are.
Yeah.
So then you look at Winnipeg. If they could get on a little bit of a run, but they're still 9 points out.
They're going to have to win like 17.
They got to do what the Blues did that year.
Yeah, they're going to have to win like 17 out of 22.
They can't do it.
If they do that, they'll probably. I mean, I think they're in.
Oh, I think I will, but they're not. They will, but they're not that good.
No. As bad as the teams are above them, they may if they can win 15 out of 22, they might make it. It's not going to take as many points this year to make it, in my opinion.
Well, let's say they get to 90 points.
Yeah.
That's 16 wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think.
They can't win 16 out of 22. They can't do it.
No, and I don't think 90's definitely not a guarantee that you get in.
No,
So
no. Because Winnipeg would have to win 11.
Mm-hmm.
So would Utah.
But, just to show you, again, what you're chasing and why it's possible. The
Mm-hmm.
Blues are down here with 55 points. They played Kraken 2 out of the last 3, 1 in St. Louis and 1 in Seattle. The Blues pretty much dominated both games. The score last night was a lot closer to what the game actually was. And the Blues are out, and they're tanking. And they pretty much dominated the team that's in the playoffs up there, Seattle. And that shows you anybody's still in it, minus –
well, and another thing too,
the Blues in Vancouver and Calgary, they're not.
The Blues have beat them, especially last night, with half of their roster not knowing if they're going to be on the team tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's
and then they go in there and play like that. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, we're not. I mean, we're definitely not making a run or anything like that. But it just shows you that that's a weak team.
Yeah.
So
you go. It's hard to go play a game and be focused when you don't know where you're going to be 2 days from now.
Yeah.
As a player, you don't know. And there's 5 or 6 guys on that team, some of their best players, that are hearing all these rumors. And to go in and beat a team with that kind of with your roster kind of in turmoil.
Yeah.
That shows you Seattle needs their butts kicked for losing that game at home last night.
Yeah, so they went into the game with Colton Parayko. Basically, he has to say yes or no on a trade, and then they went in the game with all kinds of rumors about Bennington and Kyrou and half the team, like you said. So
they're best players.
Yeah, they're best players.
They're best players
who played really well last night. So
that's what I'm trying to say. That's pretty impressive, really.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a look at that. Like I said, trade deadline, if you're into it, it's tomorrow, Friday at 2:00 Central Time. That'd be 3 Eastern Time, obviously. And like I said, there are some trades slowly starting to roll in, but really nothing of any kind of significance. Kind of more just, hey, we needed a little bit of a depth piece, we got it type of trades. But there's a lot of salary cap issues where teams really need to trade players. So I think we're going to see more is what I'm getting at. So.
Well, and you brought up another thing we were talking about yesterday that no one thinks about too. So many of these players have a no trade to certain teams.
Yeah.
And this could be holding it up too. They've got to make up their minds that they'll go to that team.
It's public knowledge. Colton Parayko is holding up the trade right now with Buffalo. And Colton Parayko going to Buffalo, he's a big defenseman that would really help them. And it would help us to move his salary, and we would get we'd get a first round pick, and we would get the first round pick of the Buffalo Sabres from 2025, who's a defenseman who's in the minors, obviously right now.
And they're figuring he'll replace Parayko.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a really good trade for both teams.
Yeah.
Both teams want to do it, but does Colton Parayko want to go to Buffalo? And that's what it's going to come down to, and that's what we're waiting on.
Yeah.
He's got to make a decision soon. It has to, because you either got to say yes or no to it so we can move on. So,
and if you say no, I don't know how you can say no when you get right down to it. Because, okay, first of all, the organization doesn't want you.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
Now, the other side of it is, too, Parayko has been just an honor citizen.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was a beloved player when they won this Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
And he hasn't blossomed into the star people thought he was. They thought he was going to be another Chris Pronger. Most people did.
Yeah.
Thought he could be similar to Chris Pronger because of his size.
Mm-hmm.
And he hasn't. So I don't know whether his popularity in St. Louis has gone down.
He's not a popular player, but you look out and you watch the Olympics, and he's one of the top 4 defensemen on the Canadian team. And so it's
and he's a great guy.
It's time to move on.
It is. And he's got to think about it. But in reality, if he says no, he's not welcome in St. Louis anymore.
So it would be odd. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he can do it. I don't think you can do it.
I don't think so either. No.
And it's not like he's going to a bad team. This team's an up-and-coming team. They're probably going to make the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I mean, he would help them.
He might go up there and play better than he's playing right now and just be a hero.
I think his love of St. Louis and how that's went, and it's the only team he's ever played for, is holding it up.
And he's a citizen of that town.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's all over the place, you know?
Yep. It'll be
There's nothing negative about the guy.
No.
As a citizen, you know, as a member of the community,
and if he stays, it's one of those deals, like you said, it'd be weird. But you know, I mean,
and his popularity is not what it was. So
the biggest problem I have is this with where we're at. We need to get rid of the contract.
Yes,
I mean,
yeah. But you know what? When you give those guys those kind of contracts, that's what you got to end up. You got, you know.
Yeah. Well, give a guy $6 or $7 million, and he controls where he goes. I mean, now you're in the spot you're in. So,
and that's why it's so dumb to do that.
I know.
Yeah. I just don't understand it. You're giving them that kind of money, and then they tie you up.
I know. Whoever started that trend should be shot.
And it's not just the Blues; it's everybody. So,
that's what's holding up a lot of. There's a lot.
That's what's holding these trades up. There's a lot
of big players that need to be moved, but almost all your elite top end type of players, they have no trade clauses. So
that's right.
That's what's holding things up for sure. Yeah.
And people don't understand that. Why aren't any trades being made? Well,
that and salary cap problems for teams.
Yeah, and I would say some of this may be involving some teams are going to have to eat some of that salary, maybe too. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know.
It's going to be interesting. We'll be around we'll be watching it tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. So,
yep.
All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. Big day for shows. We got the VSiN at the track coming up here in about 20 minutes, and then we'll have the Magic Mike show return, and then we will have Blinkers Off as well. So, a lot going on. Everybody have a good rest of your week, and good luck. Everybody enjoy the basketball coming up this weekend, and we'll see you right back here next week.